Hey everybody, it's Monster back again with Opus Gaming, and I'm here today to bring you guys our first Digimon in-person playtesting video in quite some time. I'm actually really excited to bring this to you guys because BT12 is going to be releasing on the day this video is coming out, I believe, and my team has been super hyped on it. BT12 is actually really interesting with lots of new archetypes coming out, with the Hunters especially being a fan favorite. I think every single person on my team has built Hunters or has a Hunter's shell built, so that's something to talk about for another day. But what we're going to be getting into today is going to be my teammate Matt on Beelzemon X Antibody and me on my new Grandis build. And I'm a super big fan of the new Grandis build. Obviously I'm a really big fan of Beelzemon as well, but I've been singing the praises of this new Grandis build and all of the things that it opens up for the deck. So we're gonna get into the matchup in just a second here. But if you guys have been following the channel for a little bit, you guys already know we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're not subbed already, drop a sub down below. I'd really appreciate that. And if you're just here to hang out, you guys already know, leave a like, leave a comment down below. All that stuff helps us grow the channel. But let's get into our first BT12 playtesting video right now. Alright, jumping into the gameplay portion of the video here. This is going to be the mulligan portion, and something funny actually happens at the start here as I set out my security. But looking at, for what you want to do with Grandis, you obviously really need to just see your Digivolution line kind of going all the way up, right? Seeing different pieces is really nice. If you see some of your late game cards in your first early hand, that's really nice. But you see me pick up my security here, and I'm going to show out the reason why I'm mulliganing it back, because I saw two of my Sneemons, and even though it's not guaranteed to set any of your security bombs into your security, I did have a decent curve, but it wasn't like a perfect curve, and I feel like it was a pretty average. Like, my deck is fairly consistent with how it wants to open and things like that. So I figured if I put that back, I have a chance to see one of those two Cmons into my security, and something like that can help roll back a game that I could possibly lose, especially against a deck as strong as against Beelzemon. So just my thoughts. You don't have to do that. If you see security bombs, but you see your Digivolution lines lots of times in a bigger tournament, I would probably keep it. But here we're just kind of playtesting, hanging out. This is actually at one of our friends' house, not even at a card shop. So, and then we're going to be setting out the security here now. Looking a little bit better, I think, for me, from what I remember, and then setting out security here for the Beelzemon player. I think we did a evens odds roll, and it's going to be Beelzemon first. So with an aggro deck, you do just kind of want to start off going first, but you'll see how this kind of matchup goes. So we're in a hatch. I believe that's the new Yamon, and since he's not slamming down an Imp-Mon, I don't think he's starting off with a rookie, so that's a little bit rough. And we're going to slam down a Wizardmon to put me to 5. He's just going to really hope I won't be able to capitalize on that. And we see a green memory boost, so actually I did get punished for putting that hand back. And we see the Quartzmon Grandis, the Okuamon X Antibody, and green memory boost. So we're picking up all big cards here, and it's going to be a slow start. If our opponent had a little bit quicker of a start, this would be a pretty bad situation for us, though, for sure. So we definitely got punished for that. And then we're just going to slam down the Weedmon. This is a Digimon our opponent definitely has the chance to deal with, but we were really hoping to see a rookie off of our green memory boost, really and truly. Wizardmon goes into Wizardmon X Antibody. And yep, he's just gonna, I believe he just mills too. Oh, maybe we missed that part. Swing into security, it's a 2k, so he lives. I'm not as familiar with the Wizardmon line, so I'm not sure if it's like a Yume or what it is, but he's just gonna pop my Digimon with the big removal card. So we get the rookie here, and then I think you see us miss on the 4 right after, so this is a little bit rough. Moral of the story is hold those cards if you have a good curve. Hold the cards in hand. I didn't need to slam the Weedmon on that turn. I should have waited and seen if I could get a level 4. But we're just going to slam down the Okuamon level 5, and we're going to put our opponent on 1, so it's not too big of a deal. It's just a really bricky game on the Beelzemon X side, more so than anything like that. He's going to get another security check, and it's going to actually kill him this time, which is nice for us. And we see down the Iron Mako Tamer, set us to 2. It's going to reveal, hopefully hit an Impmon. I don't see one. So we just grab the Ballmon. Raising up the Terrormon here. I wonder if I'm going to try to put him into 3 on this turn. 3 security. Or what? Oh no, we just go into the Grandis for 2. Draw. Pop the memory boost to go to 2. Digivolve into, yep, Grandis, and then we're just gonna get 2 checks and put him down to 3. And it's just a good thing our big Digimon ended up living on that turn, so I don't think that we're gonna swing with the Terriermon. I don't know if it's as worth it. Here, thinking about what I want to do. Oh, we do swing with the Terriermon. I guess we're just trying to put him in a position where we're going to be able to just go for a game because he does have really strong comeback potential, but this is where we see the Quartzmon come down. And this is the main save point that I've been really excited to bring into Grandis. I feel like if you're able to, it just frees you up, right? So you don't have to do a super perfect swing through all your opponent's security, because now when you're able to just sit on the Quartzmon, you can lock a lot of decks down after taking either 2 security or 3 security, and then you just finish the job with the Quartzmon. The Quartzmon slows the game down enough that you get the chance to hatch, put a Digimon in raising. You'll probably be able to swing with the Quartzmon unless they remove it, and if they remove it, they'll put you on a lot of security or a lot of memory, and if you have a lot of memory, you just Digivolve up in raising. So I've been really enjoying this the Quartzmon, and then his effect to gain you back 1 memory for every 2 suspended cards on the board is really nice because he doesn't cost as much as he seems. So on the purple side, we're not doing too much. We're Digivolving and raising, and we're slamming down another Iron Mako Tamer. And with this one, it's just more so he got started a little bit too late. I had a pretty bricky hand too, just kind of like having to go do all my Digivolving on board. But yep, reveal, add to hand, bottom deck everything else. And then in this board state as well, neither of us have enough, or we just don't have enough cards on board in total to have Quartzmon trash security, so he's fairly safe here to kind of have a couple turns. So, and then he callings back. I wonder what he's gonna grab. We'll see here. It's gonna be the Wizardmon. Okay, 2 Wizardmon. I can see that, just so you can put him back to the top of the deck and get a bunch of memory. So cool. We're getting the Wizardmon back from calling, and that's gonna set me to 1. Unsuspend and hatch. So in this game state, we're just super slowed down. He can't use the Iron Mako over and over again to gain a whole bunch of memory, and as well as he can't go like Beelzemon into Beelzemon blast mode to unsuspend and swing through all my security, because once he becomes suspended, he'll be locked there. So we'll see what he does about it here, but we just kind of setting up just more lethal for us. We're gonna put 1 Digimon in raising, and that should be enough to get us going for the next turn. So he's gonna tap, mill 2. Yep. He gains the 2 memory, and I think he's just thinking about what top end he wants to go in here. Now that he's used the Iron Mako, it's not going to untap it. He's not going to be able to use it again, so he's gotten full use out of that. And then he's just going to, yep, Beelzemon. That one is going to be a starter deck, Beelzemon as well. And then just counting out how many he has in trash here. And then that equates how much memory he gains back. And that passes turn for me. So here, I have to just make sure that he's not able to attack with that. What he's trying to do is just incrementally build up a Digimon so he can go into his blast mode and just like and just go for like board control from there and like kind of get himself out of the rut that he's in. But here we summon the Sneemon. We're going to lock down the Beelzemon so he won't be able to get the attack that he wants in. And then that's going to buy us 1 more turn. Now we're presenting lethal. We have his card on the board suspended. We have my cards that can get suspended. And then once I have something suspended, I'll be able to trash his last security. So we're really slowing the game down here. We don't have to be frantically Digivolving up our line in raising because of the board state that we're in. And it just feels a little bit more comfortable being in this board state than just having like a Grandis that'll most likely die. And then your opponent kind of going in from there. Here, going up in the raising, it's going to be rough though, just because he's not going to get too many more turns. And then just being under the Quartzmon lock over everything is going to be the biggest contributing factor here. We're hoping we don't get hit by anything in security, and that's something that we talk about here in a second as well. After he plays through his turn. If he does Digivolve into blast mode here, it won't be able to unsuspend because of Quartzmon ability as well. So he's gonna pop his not memory boost, but the new Beelzemon card, the new delay card. He's gonna get back the Impmon. And then did we just slam the Impmon? I don't even know. Yeah, we slammed the Impmon. Because we're going to look for another Beelzemon. We do get the Beelzemon. It's unfortunate we see all those mill memory cards and stuff go to the bottom of the deck here, though. Digivolve into X Antibody. X Anti is going to pitch. And get back. Maybe a Wizardmon or something here. He's just going to look to like choke me on memory. Beelzemon is just such a crazy toolbox of a deck, though. There's so many lines of play that he can't go down, so I can see why. It's just important to pick like what's what. Yep. I thought X Antibody's ability was when Digivolving to trash. Oh, it is. Yep. So it will trash when Digivolving. Kills my Sneemon. Here's just, yeah, we're just making like small little adjustments to the board, just trying to do the best that he can, trying to put me in a position where I can't, or I can't like swing in for game, and then playing down another Digimon. And then here we're going to our last turn here because it'll be, so we were talking about like what security bombs to look for. There's definitely something that can pop, I think it's like 4 or less or 6 or less, and then something that can pop 6 or more. So either way, with the board state that I'm on, if I hit the wrong card, it's just gonna hit me. So I think you see me swing with like a Sneemon or something right away, and then realize that it's just gonna come down to what the last card is for the big security bomb, and I can just die to anything. So we swing, and then we're gonna take it back because I ask him what security bombs we should play around and such for against in the Beelzemon matchup. Yep. And it's just going to be smarter in general to swing with the Quartzmon. With the Quartzmon, we for sure get the trash, and then we go into that last check, and then if it is a card that can pop the 4 or less, then we're in a rough position, but we're going to swing, rest one of his cards. We're going to rest down just the Impmon. Yep. And then since there's 5 cards suspended, including himself, he trashes the top card of security, and then we're going to go into the check right after that. Yep, and then it's not the card, and we swing in for game here. So that's gonna be game 1, and that's the game really slowed down. We started off with a really bricky, just us slamming cards back and forth, and then it was just kind of whoever got something going first, and I was able to get something going with the level 5 slam, thankfully, because he kind of had to remove my level 4 and hope I just was bricked out of a Digivolving and playing turn, which I was. That's why I had to slam the 5. But going into game 2 here, it'll be interesting to see kind of if we're gonna be able to have the same gameplay, right? If Beelzemon is able to come out of the gate kind of swinging, and if Grandis can come out of the gate swinging as well. So looking for a little bit more from the aspect of like just not having to mulligan or not having missing your first rookie curve is gonna be important here. So we shall see. Alright, and now we're both set up going into the mulligan phase, and we choose to keep our hand this time. No more mulliganing because we have security bombs, and that just means that we have a pretty decent curve, which is really nice. At least the rookie to the 4, right? Or a rookie plus a top X amount of cards searcher. So with us going first, Beelzemon elected to go second. That just means that he gets to go deeper into his deck, as well as deeper just like with resource, because I might have to set him to 3, but luckily I'm able to see my Weedmon to just set him to 1, and it passes back over to Beelzemon's side. Starting off on 1 memory, he's going to Digivolve into an Impmon, and then I'm assuming he's just going to go into a Wizardmon here to pass me back over to 1, because that would be pretty efficient, but we'll see. Oh no, we choose to play out the Impmon here to set us to 2, which is actually really good, because now he's going to get a Beelzemon. Yep, no Iron Mako though, but that's fine. Alright, going back over to our turn. This is going to be really quick. We're on 2. I'm pretty sure we saw our curve, so we're going to set our opponent down to 1. Get a 5 in raising, and this is where things get scary, because he has to keep his turn mapped around not putting me to a certain amount of memory, because I'm memory locked right now. So if he chokes me to 1, actually it has to be 1 if it's to 2. If I have the Okuomon X Antibody, it's a rough position. So he swings his rookie into security. It actually hits the Sneemon right away, so the Digimon dies, Sneemon comes out and suspends his other Digimon. Now if I'm able to go into a Grandis coming out of raising, I can just swing through everything with Grandis and then swing with the Sneemon. So he elects to remove it with I believe that was the Death Blaster. We're gonna go green memory boost to set ourselves up with enough memory. We're looking for a little bit more of our top end here as well. So looks like we get a Quartz Pal and, oh, did I not reveal enough cards? I might not have. When we pick up the Quartz here. Let me just play Kuwagamon. Look at top 1, 2, 3. Yep, and we're gonna grab the Grandis for sure. Grabbing the Grandis there is really, really nice because now we have our top and then we can go into as well as our Quartzmon. Digivolve into the Impmon and raising on the Beelzemon X side. He does have an Impmon X antibody on board here as well. Not too many cards in hand or in trash quite yet, so there's no shenanigans going on this turn. So we'll see if he just gets some value. Digivolve for 2 into Wizardmon X antibody. Yep, trash top 2. We hit an Impmon, so we're gonna trash another 3, and that actually sets us up to have a pretty decent amount of cards in trash. Now if he swings his body into security and the body dies, he for sure has 10 in trash to start activating abilities. I wonder what he'll do here. So he's examining how many cards are in trash, and yep, I think he's just trying to kill the body here. So we'll attack, we're gonna mill another 2. We get to kill the Kuwagamon, and then everything else goes to trash. It's a Sneemon, or not a Sneemon, I'm sorry, it's a Pulsemon. So Pulsemon is just gonna add itself to my hand. Guarantees a Staff of Rookie a little bit later. Awesome, and then we see the Miss Memory boost come down. Alright, and then we're just gonna, we fully commit here. So we're gonna raise up, go into Kuwagamon X antibody to go into Grandis, draw. We just have the perfect card combo here. I'm gonna Digiburst down the Weedmon and everything else to gain a memory right away, and then the rest of it. That puts us at just enough to go into the Grandis, and I'm sure is in our hand. Or maybe Grandis isn't in our hand. Yeah, Grandis is. Okay. So here we've got the whole kit and caboodle. We got the piercing and 3 checks, restanding 1, and then if in this position, if we go into Quartzmon here, that's another really good situation for us. End of attack, restand, swing another 2. Oh wait, no, we definitely do have the Quartzmon. We picked it up earlier. But he's gonna kill the Digimon with the last check with the security bomb. So here we pop memory boost. We're just gonna put the Terriermon down to lock him out of being able to use his Miss Memory boost. And actually going into Quartzmon there, he didn't have Tamers. I was looking at something else when I was saying that. I didn't realize that those were 2 options. So actually the Quartzmon wasn't as powerful there. So just slamming down the Terriermon is perfectly fine. And here it kind of comes down to him forcing him to have the answer. He has to remove the Terriermon here, which is actually super easy for Beelzemon because all they have to do is get a decent mill and Terriermon just kind of gets removed for free, and then just go into the rest of their plays. But not being able to pop the memory boost to get at more than 1 is kind of the biggest detriment to him. So, but he does have to remove the Terriermon here because the Terriermon will just swing for game. So he's looking through his trash here to see what he can pop his delay to get back, to see if he has like a 1 Digivolve into pop or a yeah, I'm not even sure, even like a card that just went summoned, I guess. I think we were talking about this too, and we were just like, man, what cards when Digivolving will pop just like the rookies. Here we get the Impmon X antibody. We pop, we Digivolve to draw 1 card. And we just kind of think about it. We're trying to figure out, yeah, he's trying his best to clear here. Oh, it goes into the Wizardmon though. I don't think Wizardmon has blocker because there's no none of the other Wizardmon, but does that mill put him? Oh no, Terriermon stops it from gaining back the memory. Yeah, same thing happened to me when we were in person. Then yeah, Terriermon's just gonna swing in for game because he doesn't have the Wizardmon underneath. So that was just one of those situations where Grandis got it because our opponent didn't have a direct answer to our turns 1, 2, 3 into a direct Grandis drop, which will happen every once in a while. But that'll be the Beelzemon versus GrandisKuwagamon matchup. It was really exciting playing this match and building Grandis with the Quartzmon. It was cool to see it kind of come in and save me in game 1, even though it's pretty bricked out. And I can see a lot of use cases for it. We did a lot of testing this night. I used it versus the new Hunters deck. I used it against some of the hybrid decks as well, and it's just something that's comfortable for you to sit on and drop, kind of going into that late game where your Grandis and the old decks were very, very vulnerable, and there's a lot that could happen to it. It's a little bit less vulnerable as a Quartz Bond. So if you guys want to see any of these deck profiles or are interested in any more Digimon content, let us know down below. But we're gonna, with BT12 being released and everybody's being so hyped on Digimon right now, there's gonna be a lot of content, so we're excited to bring this to you guys. But this is Muja Monster with Opus Gaming. I'm out. Take care, guys.